Okay, so when I was first here at this very spot, let's do a pan to show you. This is basically a field at the village, and it's overgrown now, and it's in front of a church. And the church that's here, it was functional before, and it's a united church, so it's not the church of the family I'm staying with. And in fact, I don't even know anybody in the village that actually went to this church, although I'm sure there was some. But right now, as you can see, it is not functional. It's been just about abandoned, and including the field. The field has not been cut, although they tell me that sometimes it does get cut for them to play. But when I was here last, this is where we used to play rugby just about every night or every evening. And it's very symbolic, it seems, what has happened with this place. So I'm going to explain. And I mean, it's going to sound absurd, but it's the truth as far as I know it. So so yeah, as I mentioned, this is a united church, and the people of this village, for the most part, are Seventh-day Adventists. You know, like a Christian denomination. And apparently, the people in this village, like they donated this land to the church a long time, many years ago. I don't know if they donated it entirely. They still consider it customary land of theirs. But the people who run the church, I guess they considered it their land, and so there was a little bit of a conflict. Yeah. No got. Yeah. God, can't go anywhere without being seen and then talk to. I mean, everybody wants to be friendly. It's just. But anyway, so the apparently, from what I understand, the people who run this church. Oh no, that's what it is. Anyway, I can't remember. I need to get it on a video, I guess. But something along the lines of the people in the village wanted to reclaim this land as theirs and convert the church into like a classroom or like a school. But the church wanted to keep it as their own. And so that's how the conflict started. And so apparently the church people, they come here one day and they just start renovating it on their own. And the village people, that sounds funny to say, the villagers, I should say, I guess, they got upset. They got upset and they kind of kicked them out. And this started a whole conflict between these two parties, which are basically Christians and Catholics. And apparently it was, there used to be a whole big mango tree in that corner right where I'm pointing, just beyond that tree that you can see. It was a huge mango tree. And it got cut into conflict. People were stoning houses, windows got smashed. All because, the church wanted to renovate it. The villagers, they wanted to change it to a different type of building. And from what I understand, the villagers were even willing to make a concession and to keep it as a united church, but they just wanted to be kind of kept in the loop, asked for permission, according to their customary traditions. And that wasn't done, and so that created this conflict, and now what they're left with is this pretty much abandoned building that's just kind of rotting, that nobody's using. And for me, it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I can understand conflicts between Jews and Muslims, and you know, any other kind of very different type of religion, but we have a conflict here between Christians and Catholics. You know, they go to church on different days. One goes on Sunday, and the Seventh-day Adventists, they go on Saturday. That's kind of like one of the main differences. So yeah, so very symbolic in terms of what's happening around here. Just this kind of fighting has sprung up all over the place. Infrastructure is deteriorating, and there doesn't really seem to be an end in sight. Things are just getting worse, and there's no solutions. People aren't working on solving anything. They're just fighting, and the whole revenge culture, you know, as interesting as it may seem, obviously it kind of leads to the problem of conflicts not ending very easily. You know, there are ways, you know, traditionally for the conflicts to end. You know, they kind of do like, you know, like a cultural meeting. They share food. One party will pay compensation to the other, and that would generally, you know, end the conflicts. But, you know, for reasons unknown to me, they haven't done that yet. And so now there's nobody playing rugby in the evenings here. And, you know, as you can see, just things are just not looking great. So, again, I'm left with the question of, you know, is there any role for me here? I mean, I imagine there was, but, you know, once I'm here, I don't see it. And I figure if I have no role here specifically, at the village I've known for 20 years, you know, what chance do I have of accomplishing anything positive, you know, over in the Highlands where things are way more serious? So I guess that's it for this video. Not much else to see. Just an abandoned area. It's nice to be able to walk in tall grass without having to worry about ticks, let me tell you. Although here you have to worry about things like, you know, red ants. But it's not that big, obviously. Not like ticks. Ticks are a serious problem. Back in Canada and the US, it's nice over here. It's just everything feels very foreign to me. And obviously that makes sense. It's on a different side of the world. A culture completely foreign to me. But it seems absolutely crazy that you'd have two, you know, denominations, you know, one Christian, one Catholic, they're fighting each other. And this whole building is, you know, could be used as a school, could be used as anything. Here we go. Here's the escorts. They've come. Hey, we got Dominique, we got Jack.
Yep.
That way, that way.
Hello. Nice.
Nice. So Jack is the person who's going to maybe take me to this other village that has this sorcery accusation. I think that's it for this video. Not much else to talk about. Talk to you later.